Alright, before I start this opinion, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Superman 3. And then the day after, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, and then up until Man of Steel. This is going to be an ongoing series every day. So if you're watching this, please stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Now, to get into this, as you guys can see by the Superman 2 poster I chose to promote this one with, it says the Richard Donner cut, which is the better version of the movie. I do not think I watched that version of the movie last night. So, most of these films I'm going out with my first time reaction. I think the only film that I watched more than once before this video series is Man of Steel, and that's probably going to be the video I'm most scared to do, honestly. So back to Superman 2. It's a really good movie, alright? Even without the Donner cut, I found myself enjoying it. But, unlike part 1, which you guys should probably go watch before this, it's I think at most it's like 6 minutes. Won't take that much time of your day, I try to keep these short. This one I have a lot more nitpicks for, and I'm going to get into that here in a second. This film does a lot of things right, and I mean a lot of things. Like, I just want to say this, again, for coming out in the 1980s, it is so impressive how they were able to make this, and all of that. Like, it is an incredible film. Like, this film actually has fight scenes, which was my only nitpick from the first film. But the first film and this film does something unique with Superman and why the first film didn't have any fight scenes. He doesn't like violence. Superman himself, Clark Kent, hates violence. And that is a core aspect of Superman I love. He doesn't want to get into fights. He doesn't watch television because there's too much violence on it. It is... Like, he didn't know what terrorist was until, like, the opening of this movie, and it is so unique. He goes to Paris, he saves Lois. Again, all the actors are perfectly cast for this movie, especially the 3 Kryptonians, like Zod and his gang. They're all so well casted, and I'll get into them a bit more later. So, now, into the film. Guess what? Everybody's favorite place on Earth, Canada, actually has a pretty decent role in this film. It is how, in the original version, I'm pretty sure in the Donner cut it's a bit different. But Lois starts getting suspicious of Clark in Canada because he goes to save a kid from, falling to their death as Superman. And she tends to realize Clark is never around when Superman is. It is so similar to My Adventures with Superman in a way, and I love that show. And I really like how Lois finds out Clark is Superman. She jumps into a riverbank in Canada, which is connected to the falls, so if you go in it, you're gonna die, basically. So she risked it for Clark to save her. Sorry, I just saw the kid falling, for Superman to save her. And Clark does it while hiding his powers. And then, coincidentally, the same day he makes his hand fall on fire. But the love story has so much issues for me, and I'm going to get into that right now. I'm going to get into that when I talk about my nitpicks for the film. Lex Luthor is a hater in this film. Like, he leaves his assistant Otis behind in prison because he is too fat. He finds Superman's home, finds out about Zod and them, and I'm going to talk about the Phantom Zone here in a second. And his first mission is to find them so he can help them beat Superman. And then Superman wins in the end because of Lex because he knew Lex would rat him out for his plan. And that is exactly what Lex did. Ratted him out for his plan. And in the end, Lex is kind of the reason Superman won. Oh, so this film has a final battle, and there's explosions everywhere. Like, you can tell the battle. He also throws that thing that's on screen right now. Like, they fight in Metropolis. A lot of damage is done. Not as much as there is in Man of Steel, but like a lot of damage. And there's a scene where they throw a bus full of people, and Superman, Christopher Reeves, is amazing. I think the only actor so far that I've seen that can compare is David Cornsworth, and I haven't even seen that movie yet. Maybe the one from Superman and Lois. But Christopher Reeves is Superman to me. And it is just incredible how he was able to pull that off. And like, so he saves that, and the people think he died. So they all like grab a bunch of stuff off the streets to go attack Zod and them, because, you know, they're the ruler of the world now. Like, Metropolis stands up for Superman in this movie. That is so cool to me. I love that. But to get into my nitpicks, first off, Lex's girlfriend doesn't appear much. Miss Tessbecker does not appear much. But her whole character arc from the last movie, where she betrays Lex, is completely ruined because she starts working with him again. All I'm going to add to that. But at the same time, there's a fight scene in it, but Superman loses his powers in this movie. A hologram of his mother says if he wants to be in love with an Earth woman like Lois, he can't have his powers. So he does that. He gets rid of his powers for like 10 minutes. They go to a diner. He gets hurt in a bar fight because he's trying to defend Lois. And then they see the news broadcast of Zod. He goes back to the Fortress of Solitude. You want to know what happens? Nothing happens. Literally, you just see him go in there, scream for his father. He comes back out with powers. More of a minor nitpick, really. I could care less. It works. He got his powers back. Almost like another movie, superhero movie, had a character lose their powers and then gain them back. And also had problems with his love life. But because of the risk it gives to Lois, Superman gives to Lois, and how Lois is worried about him, it causes issues. So Clark has to make her forget, so he kisses her. And that's how she forgets. I hated that. I'm sorry. It's good, but I don't like it. Also, Zod and his gang of people are so well casted. I'm just gonna add that. But Superman just kills them in this movie. Like, he tricks them. They get the red sun. They become basically humans. And they fall off the edge of this giant, like, building. And it is... I'm sorry about all the notifications. And, like, they just die. Like, they don't show up ever again. They're just dead. Man of Steel, am I right? But Superman 2, with all my nitpicks, not seeing the Donner cut, in my personal opinion, is not a 9 out of 10 like the first film. In my opinion, this is a 7.5 out of 10. Making it in my top 3 Superman, which I'm doing for this series. First place is still Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve, but second place is now Superman 2. There hasn't been a third one yet, and I'm assuming Superman 3 is gonna be in third place because I hear not so good things about that. Anyways, that's all. I'm sorry for all the notifications in this video. I just kind of record it, edit it, and it's very simple. It's a daily thing. I'm sorry.